Good morning, everyone. Today we have some assignments that require you to have a little bit more of explanation. So that's why I'm here. At any time, please do not hesitate to send me an email so I can meet with you if you need extra tutoring or if you need extra explanations for anything. I'm just a Google Meets away for you guys that are at home doing virtual school. Today we are in week 5, and we have 3 assignments that have been going on through the whole week. Also, today is the first day from that we are going to take the attendance and the bell work apart. We are no longer going to have bell work and attendance together. And this is something I just wanted to point out. Starting today, you will not have an attendance question. You will just have a notification for you to say that you're present, and that's it. So let me show you in the screen when you go to the bell work, and this is going to change for next week. It's no longer going to say bell work attendance. And the only thing that you actually need to do is you're going to have the question, and you are going to go ahead and mark yourself as present. That is all that is required. The reason why we are doing this now is because your question has been moved up. Your essential question has been moved up as a part of the week's work. So you're going to find it right here. Now, this was due today before class started. If you haven't finished it, might as well just turn it in, because partial work gives you partial credit. When you don't turn in any work, then that gives you a 0. So at least turn in what you have. Or if you want to turn it in late, then you'll have a small penalty for it. Go ahead and our next assignment is the one on part 2, Lectura, Facebook, Un monstruo de dos cabezas. And this is where you would actually, if you click on it, this is where you will actually have the reading. Everything that we did on Tuesday was in preparation for this reading, and now we have the reading. Please note, please do not forget to read this, because this is important. This sets you up for what the reading is about. And then it says very clearly, it says click to read. If you click, there is a link. You click on the link, and you can actually see that it takes you to the reading. Computer's a little slow. See, it takes you to the reading. You say that you want to start, and it takes you to this part of the book. Now, I want to point out a couple of things that I think are very important for you to know. Is that on top right here, you can see that there are some controls. You see my cursor right up here. You can see that there are some controls that are really useful. You may want to just have it on a single page view. And then you just move it to page 19, where it makes it larger. Also, by all means, zoom in, because you want to be able to read, and you want to be able to read comfortably. So go ahead and zoom it in as much as you like. Also, I wanted to point out that you can take notes, and these notes are yours. They're not for me. They are yours personally, and they help you glean comprehension as you read. If you just click on this and then click on the yellow part, you can write a note. My suggestion to you is that you read only a paragraph or 2 at a time, and then in the notes you can write something like line 1 to 15. I'm just going to say, I'm just making that up. And you say line 1 to 15, and then you write a sentence. It can be in English. It doesn't have to be in Spanish, whatever you're comfortable with, that tells you, reminds you of what you just read. So in essence, you're doing like a summary every 2 or 3 paragraphs to remind you. So when you reach the end of this, which is a very short story, as you can see, when you reach the end, you have some notes, and you will go here to view all notes of what you read if you need any reminders, if you need to put it all together. Now, read this story as many times as you wish. It doesn't have to be just one time. You can read it several times. It has the glossary of terms for particular terms that you may not know, and they are in blue, so you can find them. All right. Now let's go back to, so this is where it would start, and this is where it will end. All right. So that's your story. If we go back to the assignment, then you will see that you have some comprehension questions, and the only thing that they require is for you to underline them, highlight them, just do a text box, just do any kind of text box, put some color in it, fill it with color. I like to make it transparent so I can see what's underneath. And let's say that this was the answer, then I would put it right here so I know that you think that's the answer. There's so many ways you can do this. You can make it less thick. And there it is. You can make it in a different color. I always remember to go custom and then go transparent so you can actually see what's underneath. All right, and there you go. You have effectively highlighted your answer. This is just some tricks that I use, just teaching you some ways to handle Google Slides more effectively. Now, on this one, which is your next assignment for today, then you would have citations. You have 6 citations. As you can see here, they have the line number, so you can always go back to the reading, find line 48 to 50. So you would go back to the reading, you would find line 48 to 50, which is 45, 46, 47, 48, and then line 50 is right here. So you could reread this citation in context, because you're going to have to explain what the author is saying with that. And you also, this is a twofer, because you need to explain what the author is saying, and you also need to add your opinion. Are you, do you agree or do you not agree? Now remember, for all this language, for all of this is in Spanish because this is a Spanish class, but remember that for help on how to start something, how to compare something, it's in your tutorials. You go to your tutorials, and in your tutorials you see expresiones que facilitan la comunicación. You click on the PDF, and voila, you have a whole bunch of sentence starters. You have a whole bunch of compare and contrast words, cause and effect words, conclusion words. Use these. They are there for you to use. They are there for you to memorize, and if you want to memorize just a few and use them all the time, that's perfect. That's a great way to keep your writing professional, keep your writing up to date, and help you with your writing. All right, so we go back. Now you know what this one entails. Now let me quickly go to the next one. This one, as you can see, is a question. And please, contesta después de la lectura. Please don't answer this one first. You need to read. You won't be able to answer this one unless you have read. Now, let me go to the question. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you guys. And as you can see, this is an interesting question, and it has some grading parameters for you. It says, hay mucho debate sobre el tema de la privacidad. ¿Existe? ¿No existe? El Internet, Facebook, nos la robaron. Los usuarios renunciaron a ella con contratos y reglas. ¿Qué piensas tú? So this is about what you think. Now, please use the reading as a support. Use the reading as a support. This is important. Presenta una tesis y un argumento lógico. Básalo en la información del artículo y en tu experiencia personal. So you have a lot to write. Now, let me just say, I only want a thesis. which means the answer to your question with your opinion infused in it. And then I want some argument. I want some support. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some support for what you think. All right. Where do you find that support? From your personal experience and from the reading of the article. All right. Now, this is some grading parameters that I really want you to look at, because this is something that from now on, this is what you're going to have. And debes tener mínimo un párrafo de 8 a 9 frases o oraciones. Frases o oraciones is just synonym for, they're just synonyms of each other, and that they just mean sentences. Para sacar más de 59%. So what does this really mean to you? This really means to you that if you write one full paragraph that has 8 to 9 sentences, minimum you will get a 59%. All right? Now, based on the quality of your paragraph, then you can get anywhere from 59 to 79%. So if you have a really good one paragraph, you will get a 79%. You cannot get any more than that, even if it's a fabulous one paragraph. All right? Now, how do you get an 80 and above? Solo las personas que escriben 2 párrafos podrán obtener 79% or above. Now, how does this work? And I think you guys are going to like this. If you write 2 paragraphs, in those 2, and I can see 2 nicely well written with the same rules that English has for putting capital letters, putting punctuation, they're the sentences. If they're nicely and well written and you have 2, the minimum you can get is 79%. Okay, so 79% is the minimum you can receive. Now, then I will start looking at the quality. I will start looking at the quality of your paragraph. And based on the quality of your 2 paragraphs, then you can make a 79% or more. So the minimum you can get is 79%, but if you have good quality, you can get a 100. So this is how the grading will be for this. I hope this has been helpful. If you have extra questions or if you need any additional help, do not hesitate to send me an email and ask me. Also, if you need to see me face to face, you can come to the school if you need to, or we can see each other through a Meets, a Google Meets conference or tutoring conference. Thank you so much for your attendance today and for paying attention to this video. Let me know how I can help you in some other way. Remember due dates. Things are starting to get a little bit more strict. Do not turn stuff in late or your grade will suffer. See you guys later.